Hi there, welcome. This is my channel, Fuchsia Floyd, and this is Charlie. And today's video is a collaboration with Dawn, Loves Couture. Maybe I should say this is a collaboration with Dawn and Tiger. And we both have the Longchamp extra small in the Medice leather. Her version is in, I think, a light baby blue kind of color. My version, as you can see here, is in this kind of mauve color. I think the official color is antique pink. It's because I didn't buy this directly off of the Longchamp site. I don't have, firsthand knowledge of the official color, but I think it's antique pink. Anyway, so we're both going to be doing a review of this bag. I've been using it nonstop ever since I did the unbagging video, which I can link below in case you're curious. In the unbagging video, I went through step by step an authentication process, actually from one of Dawn's previous videos, because she had an unfortunate experience and a different bag which she got off of eBay where it was not authentic, and she talked us through how to look at your bags critically to determine if it was authentic. And I used her process when I opened this bag up that I'd ordered from Akari. And thumbs up, it passed the test, and like I said, I've been using it nonstop. And with use, this has been an everyday bag for me. Even when I go to work, I take my big work tote, but I've also been taking this small bag because sometimes I leave the work tote in the office and run out for small errands. Anyway, it's been an everyday bag. Furthermore, I've been in the middle of a home renovation project here, and I've been taking this bag out to the big commercial stores, but also the industrial warehouses and tile specialty stores where it's been dirty and dusty and not user friendly, and I've not babied this bag at all. I'll just first start with some details of the bag. So this is the Medice leather, which is a combination of goat and lamb. From what I can tell, I believe the combination of the leathers seems to make this very durable and also soft and nice to feel and nice to touch, but it seems to be very durable because, like I said, I've been using it heavily without a scratch, without a mark, no watermarks because I've had to use the public restrooms and not had towels to dry. And I've just scooped her up with some wet hands. Off we go, no problems. The design of this Longchamp bag is similar to their other famous designs here in that it has this flap on top. So it's like a double security. Once you get the flap out of the way, then you also work with the long strap if you do have it attached. But what's super cool is that the ears help you get a good grip here and a really good opening. Inside, it is a fabric lining with this graphic design. This print, I think, is called the LGP print. And this is what it looks like packed up the way that I've been using it lately. The pockets help it to stay tidy because I've got some stuff tucked in here that I don't really need to be able to access very quickly. And then these little papers and receipts, I'm able to keep them contained here in this pocket. So I really like the pockets in this bag, both a front pocket and a back pocket, and this back pocket has a zipper. So that's one of my favorite features of the bag here, are the pockets. Another one of my favorite features of the bag is this long zip opening here at the top. Because the zipper is so wide, it really makes it easy to get things in and out. I don't have to fuss to get things in and out. So for example, this is my long wallet, and if I can use it, I do. It just makes my life just a little bit easier. And by the way, one day I was checking out, and the worker said, "I like how your bag and wallet complement each other." And I hadn't even noticed that antique or mauve pink was in my wallet as well. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." I said, actually, I hadn't even noticed that, but I'm so glad that you noticed. So that was fun. Anyway, and I have a 13 Pro Max phone here, which is super easy to get in and out. It fits easily in the bag, but just because it fits easily in the bag doesn't mean it's always to get in and out. So the opening, that's why I'm making a deal about the long zipper here. And so, as I mentioned, that I can keep receipts in the pockets, but because I've been doing this project here, I've got all these other like receipts and papers related to the project as well. And I found that was becoming a little bit overwhelming for me to keep all that stuff together. So I just threw them all in here. This is a D-chained mini pochette here, which I love having because I don't need the chain, and I love it. Another story about that on another time. And then that just leaves some other things. So like, yeah, so these were like the notes and the dimensions, communication with contractor. So yeah, just needed to have that with me. You know, random stuff, addresses for places that I needed to go. And I know people can like just put this in your phone and everything, but I just feel more secure. I'm old, what can I say? I like to have it with me. And then I will enter the destination in my phone. Okay, so here's the front pocket for all of these receipts, which all are related and all go together for one situation. I've got a pen tucked down here in the bottom. And then in the back pocket, this is where I just keep my key fob. And then here is the other chain extender. One is on the bag, and here I kept the other one here just because I don't know why. I just wanted to know where it was. Okay, so I'll explain that coming up. And here is what the bag looks like. Empty. It definitely has some slouch and give to it, which could be a pro or con for you depending upon how much structure you like, or maybe that you don't care about the structure. Maybe you like some slouch for your bags. Whatever. I just wanted to let you know that this is the situation without things inside. The glazing on the bag it may look black here on the camera, but it's a really, really dark gray, which goes beautifully, in my opinion, with the gunmetal hardware that they have on this particular bag. Yeah, and the glazing's really nice and even and consistent. I think it's done very beautifully, going around the ears and around the flap. Yeah, I think it's a nice touch. And then here's the bottom of the bag. No feet or anything, just this flat panel construction here. All right, now let's talk about the strap. And I know for some of the other extra smalls, the straps are actually attached at the ears. But for this bag, they're right here. So as you can see, one is here on this side, and then one comes here on the back side, like tucked in to where the top handle is attached to the bag with its own little D-ring here. So the strap is not adjustable, but it is removable. So if the strap length doesn't work for you, you could remove it and add your own strap, or you could add extenders. So I'm fairly petite. Of course, I know that my grandma was like 4'11", so I know that there are definitely more petite people in the world out there. So if you are more petite than me, this strap length might work very well for you. However, if you are taller than me, if you are my height or taller, this strap length is probably going to be short for you, unless you just like to wear your bags on the higher side. Crossbody. I'm talking about crossbody wear here. I should have said that already. I'm talking about wearing this bag crossbody. So I'll insert some photos to show you the bag with the strap that comes, how it hits me when I wear it crossbody. And I'll show you what it looks like when I ordered these extenders. These were gunmetal extenders that I ordered off Amazon. And when I put these on, then the bag was a little bit too long. So what I then did was tried something in the middle with just one extender on, and then it became the perfect length. And I know that's a little bit goofy, but I just was just going to run a quick errand, and I was like, well, hey, I'm just going to leave this one extender on. I know it's kind of silly, but I'm just going to just gonna run out and just do this errand. Nobody's gonna like care, and I'm not gonna care. So here, off we go. And it was just such the perfect length that I was just like, well, I'm just gonna leave it here with this one extender on. And most of the time I wore the bag where that one extender was in the back. So like at this angle. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, so most of the time I wore the bag on this hip, and the extender was pretty much at my back. And so it would be like this. And so fine, you can judge me, feel free. I accept all the judgment, all the criticism, all the weird looks, but I loved it. It was the perfect length, and so that's okay with me. And then I was shopping at a Nordstrom rack, and actually I saw a bag that had an asymmetrical design with hardware. On the strap, one side of the strap had hardware. It was a really nice, beautiful, I thought it was a really nice and beautiful design. The other side of the strap did not. It just was leather. And of course that caught my eye because I had been wearing this bag with, with this. Like one side had extra hardware, one side didn't. But this is an issue with the bag, with the strap that comes with it anyway. So something to consider if you're thinking of purchasing this bag, this particular model or style anyway, the strap length is something that might be an issue for you. So there you go. So then looking at my list of pros and cons to discuss with you. On the list of pros, in my opinion, this seems to be a very durable leather. As I mentioned, going out every day with this bag, not being careful with it, no scratches, no scuffs, no watermarks. I mean, I've used it and it's really held up well, I think. So in over a month, at least a month to 5 weeks of everyday use, excellent wear. I mean, it looks, I think it looks exactly like the day it did when I unboxed it, which is really saying something. It just maybe just feels a little bit softer. The handles maybe just feel a little bit softer. The leather feels a little bit softer, but it doesn't look really any different. So thumbs up for the durability of the leather. The second pro, is the cuteness. Like, I just think this is an adorably cute bag. I really like the ears. I think it just kind of gives it like it's definitely unique. When you see this bag, it has its own style characteristics to it. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, actually, just from random people when I've been wearing it. Like, it's an eye-catching bag. So yeah, cuteness factor, thumbs up on that. Because of the design of the bag, see how the length is shorter here at the bottom and the length is wider at the top. It just makes it for ease in terms of actually getting your things in and out. However, there's a caveat, which maybe then helps me kind of lean over then to the potential cons, but it's just part of the design of the bag. So if you love the design and the look of the bag, then you just kind of have to go with all the things that come with the bag, which is included in just how it's designed here with the Le Pliage features, which involves this snap. Once you get that out of the way, then you have to get to the zipper. Wearing it crossbody, when you get the flap out of the way, usually the straps are already up and out of the way for you to get into the bag. The only potential, I guess, issues are like if the bag is like sitting beside you in your car or sitting on your desk or what have you, then the straps could be, sitting on top of the bag. So then you've got to get the flap out of the way, and then what am I trying to say here? Because the placement of the D-rings for the strap is so close to the zipper opening that a lot of the times the strap is right on top of the zipper if you're not wearing it. So then it's an extra step to get the strap out of the way, and then you get to the zipper. So sometimes it just takes a little effort to get to the zipper, to get to the opening. But once you do, then it's great because the zipper is so wide. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but it definitely makes sense to me in terms of the steps to access to enter the bag. The zipper and the flap, and sometimes you don't have to use both. You could leave the zipper open. If you're in a secure place and you feel like you don't need the double security, you could leave the zipper open and just go for the flap. Or conversely, you just leave the flap open and just zip the bag. And I've done both over the past month. And I've even just left the bag open if I was in a secure place and I didn't need to close it completely. I just needed to get something out, do a little something fast because I knew I was coming right back to the bag. And like I said, I was in a secure, safe place. I just left the bag open. That's a possibility too. But that also leads me to another con, which is when I did that, and I guess con is not the best word because I'm not using the bag in the way it's designed, so it's not fair to really call it a con. But when I don't zip it up, then it just hangs, I guess, wonky. But here, I'm just kind of exaggerating it here to show you. But when I'm wearing it crossbody and I don't zip it, it doesn't hang properly. When I would just glance down to come back to it, I would just be like, ooh, that doesn't look so nice. But just worth mentioning here, since that's my task, is to mention all the details in the review. That's one of them. I understand the concern for slouch and structure if you are that kind of person that really does enjoy more structured bags, because I know that Longchamp does make this extra small in other versions that are much more structured, which I believe Dawn will show one of her other variations that is more structured. And this is my other variation that is much more structured. So this is in the Longchamp quilted extra small in the lambskin version. Here, let me get her all snapped up so she looks so beautiful. Yeah. And this bag is significantly more structured than the Medice leather. Whoops. Yeah. Not all Longchamp extra smalls are the same in terms of their structure. So that's why we are doing these videos, so that you can compare not just which one, but which ones might be the best for you. I really do love these bags. The crossbody with a top handle option is just so easy to use. And like I showed you what you can fit in here. You don't have to like skip around and just take your smallest amount possible. You can really, in my opinion, get your basic essentials and more in these little small bags here. Well, this brings us to the conclusion of today's review video. I'd like to say thank you to Dawn for collaborating with me on this topic. If you've come over from Dawn's video, I hope that you might consider subscribing. My channel is only about 6 weeks old, and I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know the other YouTubers and also getting to know the subscribers. I'd love to interact with you in the comments, talk to you about questions that you have about bags, or questions that you might have for me, or what review videos that you might like for me to do in the future. Please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you would subscribe, and I hope that we could do more of this in the future. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.